Boker Tov, good morning. Continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah, looking at the conclusion of the dedication, consecration ceremony, the inauguration and installation of Aharon. He does everything, all the sacrificing, kasher tziva Moshe, as Moshe commanded. And then in verse 22, Chapeh, Vayisa Aaron et yadav el ha'am. Aaron lifted up his hands towards the people, Vayevarachem, and he blessed them. Vayered, and he came down from having brought and performed the sin offering and the all burnt consumed offering and the peace offering. So what the last thing that he does is offer a bracha. We should note, and here we're just going to set things up here today, that 3 times we read about brachot in relation to the Mishkan. The first time we read about them is back in Pekudei, after the Mishkan has actually been all of the pieces of the Mishkan have been properly created and brought to Moshe. Vayar Moshe et kol kamalacha v'hinei asu ota kashetziva Adonai kein asu. Vayevarach otam Moshe. The last verse in chapter 39, Moshe saw all of the work, and behold, they had done everything exactly as God had told Moshe, commanded Moshe, so they did it, and Moshe blessed them. Vayevarach otam Moshe. So seeing that everything was done properly, he offers bracha. Notice that's kind of the framing here too. He did everything kasher tziva Moshe, as Moshe had commanded, and then he offers bracha. The third time we read about bracha happens later on in Parshat Bahalotcha. Hold on, let me get that spot. It was a wrong spot because it's actually in Naso. We read about some special issues that go on in Parshat Naso, and then beginning in chapter 6, Parak Vav, Pasuk Chaped, by Devem Adonai al Moshe Limor, God said to Moshe, Daber al Aharon ve'al Limor, Ko tevarchu b'nei Yisrael, Amor lahem. So speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, so shall you bless the children of Israel. Say to them, Yivarechecha Hashem b'yishmerecha, what we refer to as Birchat Kohanim. V'samu Shmini al b'nei Yisrael b'nei Barachem. You'll place my name on the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Okay, so why is Rabbi Martyr quoting this verse? This is all the way later in Parshat Bamidbar, in Sefer Bamidbar in Naso, and the answer is it's not really later, because the next chapter begins, chapter Zion, Parak Zion, chapter 7, Vayihi biyom kolot Moshe lakim et hamishkan, right? And it was on the day that Moshe completed erecting the Mishkan, etc., etc., and he dedicated and consecrated and anointed everything. So then we read about the different gifts that the Nisim brought. So it's seemingly Parshat Naso here is picking up on the moment that we found ourselves in Parshat Shmini, our Parshat, which then leaves us with the presumption that the bracha that Aaron gave to the people that day was Birchat Kohanim, that we don't know about until we read Parshat Naso. That's what Rashi says in our Parsha, Vayevarachem, Birchat Kohanim, Yivarechecha, etc. We'll look tomorrow at this next step that follows. Have a great day, a blessed day indeed.